You're still alive?
Yep, I killed him. I flanked him.
Awesome.
And there's a bunch of other corpses here.
Cool.
Like a lot.
Alright, I need a new firearm. Or are we going to do a scav run?
We do a scab run.
Yeah, especially since...
Dave's a bit gutted by losing all that, but I will.
Nah, I'm sorry.
I could have played smarter. Just the problem was random scab spawns. It's a Tarkov.
Yeah.
That's just Tarkov.
I know, that's why I haven't really been caring too much when I die. I love how it forces you to be tactical.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem with most games is there's no penalty for not being tactical. In Tarkov, there is.
It's like, hey, do you want to die? No. Then you better be tactical, you dense mother.
In most games, it's like, do you want to die? It's like, I don't care. Tarkov's like, do you want to lose all your gear? No. It's not, do you want to die?
Then you better be tactical, mother.
You want to lose all your gear. Death means nothing to the video game, generation. The generation of suicide memes and, all that.
I actually said in my reaction, basically the thing I wrote up for start to continue was like, how basically the losing your stuff in the semi-permanent death system is what creates a penalty that makes the game far more
realistic.
Brain kick in. Engaging.
Yeah, it does actually. Like I do really like games like The Raid and Halo and stuff like that. They're really fun for like cooling down, having fun, shooting guns, what have you. But this one, I like it because
it's hard.
Well, it's not hard. It's
right. If you play Call of Duty, it's like recoil, easy peasy. Killing players, easy. Just click the highest rate of fire gun. Don't have to worry about ammo. Just pick up another gun instantly. Yeah. Yes, it's like pack mags. I have to prepare multiple magazines at the right rig. I have to make sure I can handle.
So much to me that it's hard. It's that it's. I don't want to use the word realistic because it's still not realistic.
It's as realistic as a game can get while still being entertaining.
Exactly. That's part of it too. It is
which is what it's aiming for, because they're trying to make it realistic, but they also realize like we have to have a balance here, otherwise it's not fun.
Yeah, and that's another. And it's fun that it's all these indie companies that are coming out finally giving us that we've been asking for forever. Yeah. Because like Star Citizen,
I keep seeing, like everything that's a unique experience, or at least a unique take on something, comes from the genre.
Yeah, that's because AAA companies don't care anymore.
Time was the best platform I've played in a time.
Heck, it was the first platformer I played in a long time that actually made me want to keep playing a platformer.
Right?
I played it at a friend's house.
Everything's...
So now I actually kind of want to buy it.
The controls are so responsive.
I know, now I actually want to buy it. Because it was actually fun.
Did you not watch my video?
Yeah, I watched your video.
Did you not watch it? Yeah.
Yeah, I retweeted it, I watched it, I commented on it, I thumbed upped it.
Yeah, I thought so.
What more do you want from me? I watched the non-existent ads.
It's a damn good game.
It is, and most of these like Star Citizen, Hat in Time, Tarkov, they're all indie games.
Yeah.
Heck, even The Raid is not from a AAA company.
Even Conan's from a company.
Again.
And that game's a lot more fun than Ark, which got funded and started from a mainstream company.
Yeah,
technically, it was done super dodgily, but...
I wish that I had bought Conan instead of Ark.
Oh. Yeah, so do I. I bought Ark because I didn't know about Conan at the time. I had fun with Ark, but it's like, once you play Conan, it's like... Why was I playing that trash again?
I was in between the two, and then a couple of my friends bought Ark, so I'm like, oh, okay. That pushed me over the fence.
I literally bought Ark because I had friends to play it with.
Yeah, and that was so toxic that actually some of us we don't talk to each other anymore.
Wow.
And I don't understand that. but they won't talk
But I
to me
bought
anymore.
Darkest Dungeon, and I haven't played it yet. But that's another indie game that I want to play.
Darkest Dungeon is very... If you're going to do Darkest Dungeon, you should do a Let's Play, and then at the end of your Let's Play, do a review video. Because that's a fun one.
Fair enough. And like, did you play Dungeon Keeper?
Yes.
Well, Dungeons 3 is like sort of that style. It's built upon that format.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another company.
Yeah, well, Dungeon Keeper back in the day was an indie company as well.
Yeah. It's a shame they never got to make number 3, because that game was fun as hell.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Hired Ops, which is made by the same guys as Tarkov, they both make Battlestate games, is again the Empty Company. And it's an interesting take on Call of Duty. So it blends the mechanics of like Call of Duty, run and gun, as well as like a MOBA where you can buy and upgrade skills for each class, which is fun.
And like
Hollow Knight, another indie game that was a hit because that thing is amazing.
Well, another thing that this like Tarkov kind of brings for me is the feel of Stalker. The game Stalker, if you've ever played it.
It wouldn't surprise me. I've heard of it. I haven't played it, but it wouldn't surprise me if they got inspiration from it because it's Russia. Like every game based in Russia's got inspiration from Stalker.
Yeah, well, Stalker's a Russian game too, so.
Yeah, I know.
I was about to say Stalker's an indie Russian game. Look
at Subnautica. That was another.
Yeah, there you go. Subnautica. That was another great game.
And that game is beautiful too. It's
yes, it is. Like, heck, this last update first. Yeah, okay, Star Citizen's in its alpha. I would tell most people, if you're looking for that game experience and stuff, wait. It's going to take a couple more years before it starts to get more stable. It's in its alpha.
Yeah.
But if you're not worried about that, go ahead and jump in now.
Killing Floor 2, there's another example. Like, that's probably one of the best zombie shooters I've played. Now, is it basic? Yes. Is it stupidly fun? Also, yes.
And that's what matters.
Like, if you're into Call of Duty Zombies, Killing Floor 2 is probably the best example of a zombie killing game.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, we know this is dumb, and that's why we give you stupid guns, like a harpoon that explodes on impact. We don't give a yeah, we have a ice cannon. We don't care. Like, here's a Tommy gun. Look badass while you're killing zombies.
Yeah, if you're killing zombies,
you want to dress as a pirate? Go for it.
I doubt you're looking for gritty realism while you fight zombies.
Yeah, they're like, you want a boss fight? Here's a guy with a gun for an arm, can be invisible, and can activate a shield. You scrubs.
Yep.
And honestly, the boss fights make that game so satisfying because it gives you a conclusion to each play. Whereas, like, you play Call of Duty Zombies and you're kind of like, I've got a board now, I've survived this long. The zombies are taking way too much. I'm just gonna put something else now. And the nice thing about Killing Floor 2 is, like, the 9mm pistol, the one you start off with, can technically be used all the way through if you're accurate. If you get headshots, it's gonna kill those zombies no matter. If you're accurate, you can beat it with just a 9mm pistol, with no upgrades.
Oh, wow.
Now, I wouldn't try it, because I'm not that accurate, and also I definitely don't want to fight the boss with that. Like, that's the thing with it. It's like, you got enough skill, you can do it with the bare minimum, because the game's actually fair.
And that's what I like. A lot of games, they confuse hard and difficult, or hard and fair.
Yeah.
Like
Dark Souls just gets on that balance.
Well, Dark Souls, I wouldn't actually consider hard, and the reason why is because it's very forgiving. When you die,
which one did you play?
1, 2, and 3.
Okay, so you played it well. Cause like 2 is so easy. Like once you get a shield that can block 100% physical damage, like easy mode.
Yeah, I meant interchange
so easy to
11, by the way, as a scab.
Yeah.
Just so we can...
Dark Souls 3 was hard for me because my reaction speed is trash.
Okay, I'll give you that. But a lot of it is because it was, it wasn't hard
Sliding
because
patterns,
how
my dude.
forgiving it was. In the idea that, when you died, you could go pick up your soul again. And you kept your items and your weapons after dying.
Yeah.
Like, that was very forgiving.
I kind of like that, so it's not so tedious.
Yeah. No, what really annoys me is when a game confuses hard mode with the computer cheats.
Yeah, well, like when suddenly the bot has aimbot and you don't really have a chance.
Or not only that, but like in
centuries.
strategy games where they don't have to deal with resources anymore.
Let's look at XCOM, where the AI will hunt you down despite not having any idea where you are.
Yeah.
I did some save scumming to test that out. So like, they're not following a pattern, right? So like, do they follow a pattern? No, they don't. Like, no matter where I went, like, they'd all come to me. At one point, like, I could avoid 2 of them, then I'd get all my soldiers on the top. A third group would come out of that group, and then the other 2 would climb up to the roof for no reason. Like, why did all 3 of them go to this exact spot, and I haven't even spotted yet? Like, that is bullshit.
Yeah. Because, see, what I loved about, is what fixed XCOM for me, at least the first one. Sadly, they didn't do it for the second one because they're like, it was hard enough to do for the first one. We're not doing it again. Was the Long War mod, which a bunch of army guys decided, let's make this more realistic. And it is hard. It is.
Yeah.
Because it's more realistic. You're coming up against advanced alien technology. The aliens outnumber you a buttload to 1. But they're like, all right, but to make it, we're going to give you a bunch of more, double the amount of classes. There are now 8 classes with special abilities. You can decide what class they go into. Because, you know, you might want your healer to be able to run really fast. Or you might want him to be able to have high defense so he can survive fast, you know. You decide.
Yeah.
And they also gave you new weapons, they basically made it a whole new and better game.
And I think it really annoys me about XCOM 2 is the lack of scouting abilities.
Oh yeah.
It's like you're supposed to be undercover trying to set up ambushes, but you can't see.
No.
So like you have a drone troop. Why can't he like send the drone ahead in the direction you want?
Exactly.
So he can scout your path.
No, I kept. Or the thing that annoyed me also massively about XCOM 2 is, so as a general, you automatically, every single battle you send your specialists or troops to, you have to be, I'm sending these people to die.
Yep.
So why the F am I sending these people to die over a statue? Or over, you know, so many of the things that they told me, no, you have to do this. If you don't do this, the aliens will win. I was like, this is stupid.
Well, I got fucked by RNG. Like, there's just, I'd gone through the first mission, no one injured, no one killed. The next mission, I think, 2 soldiers killed just by pure, like, fuck. Aliens got lucky, shot after shot, and I just like 6 shots in a row, right?
Yeah.
So 2 of them would die. The next one had a shit run. And a story mission that I was forced to do. All I had was 2 f***ers.
Yeah, I hated
that. Was all I had left.
I hated that you were forced to do the story missions.
Yeah. And I didn't even have enough time between each mission to recruit more soldiers.
They don't. I know. I started playing XCOM 2, but I didn't finish it because, like, I went, okay, fine, I'll go to easy mode. I don't like. Usually, I start on normal or hard.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
my
I
first
don't like
playthrough on normal, I had, it was such a smooth playthrough. Everything went well. I was able to keep my soldiers alive. There wasn't any bullshit RNG that I felt like. There was casual, but it wasn't too common. I could sell out my troops, so I keep everything maintained. My second playthrough was like, hey, we're getting out the we're gonna to oblivion.
Yeah, so that was basically my original. So I started on hard mode, and okay, it was hard. I expected it to be. So I went, okay, fine. I'm getting upset. I don't like to get upset on my game, so I switched it to normal mode.
Yeah.
And I got just RNGesus came out and he said, sorry, you don't get to come to heaven. And I fell into RN hell. And then I'm like, fine, F this, I'm going easy mode. And RNGesus was like, yeah, that's not going to save you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, no, I'm done. Sadly, I couldn't get my money back because I'd had it too long, and I tried playing it enough times that. But XCOM 2, I kind of XCOM 1. Oh, another thing. So, do you know why in XCOM 2 it starts with the aliens having won?
No stupidity
Okay.
is my assumption.
No, they actually released the reason why. So when looking at the numbers, because they the people that opted in to having the company be able to look at your game to decide future gameplay,
Yeah.
I was one of the people that opted in. 90% of the people lost the game at the base mission, where the aliens attack your base.
Oh wow.
And so because 90% of people lost the game at that level, that's why in canon, that's where the heroes lose the game. We've been matching for 6 minutes. Is this...
Tarkov, buddy, old pal.
Okay, I was about to ask, is this normal? Okay.
Yeah, trust me.
Okay.
I've had to wait till I went to take a once while I was waiting to load in.
Okay. No, I just wanted to ask.
By the time I came back, yeah, no. This happens sometimes.
Yeah. Because some games it's a glitch.
Before
and you have to
bought
back up
it,
and go back in.
we had. Well, that's what we normally do once it hits like 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's just Tarkov servers are slow. There's so many players right now.
They're Indian in Russia, you know. I forgive them a lot of crap. Plus, it's in beta. It's not even a finished product.
They also just had a massive boost in players, which is why they've had to upgrade their servers.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna. Yeah, that wonderful hit piece I think helped them more than it hurt.
Yeah, there we go. Preparing the game, connecting the server, loading loops.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I think that hit piece actually helped them more than it hurt them.
Oh, it was so.
Well, especially since it turns out that they made up the quotes.
Well, that happened, but they were by one person who didn't represent the company, who was like a low-level employee who then got fired anyway.
Yeah.
It was from 3 years ago.
Yep. It was entirely disingenuous gobbledygook.
Oh, yeah.
So
and then they were trying to say, like, oh, it should be easy to remodel everything for women. And then there was Assassin's Creed Odyssey developers like, no, we actually dropped women from co-op purely because of how much effort it takes.
Is that you over there? Wiggle, wiggle.
No, I haven't spawned in yet. No, I haven't spawned in yet. It might be me. If I'm not moving, it's me. But I haven't spawned in yet.
No, it's a scav. Off he goes.
Oh. Because your buddy will appear before you even enter the match.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a scav. He's acting like a scav again. He just came and squatted for a little bit, so I didn't know.
Okay, I've spawned in.
Okay.
Right, Joe.
I am in I think it's a store. I'm in Iowa.
Does it have red sign? I was about to say, are you in Iowa?
I'm in Iowa.
I'll go meet you by the fire. Hey, bud, I see you. Wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, I see you. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gun kit chest.
Yeah, no, there's a scav that's over there.
Great. Gunfire. Nothing in there.
No, nothing good. Or just nothing.
Just literally nothing. Joe?
That wasn't
run.
me.
Yeah, run.
What was that? There's a door out here. Should we go out the door?
That was an RPK.
Oh, so that's the boss.
Yeah, and we're running out the door. Remember, kids, the smart man knows when to run like a little bitch.
Welcome to Tarkov. Run!
Like it? I have a PP91. This thing won't even go through his mouth. Leg it. I'm not kidding. This thing's using pistol and I won't even touch. I won't even hurt his armor.
I know. I'm running. I didn't.
Yeah.
Do I have? I think I have a suppressor on my gun.
Yes, you do.
Awesome.
Here's the thing about Killer. I was fighting once and I didn't know bullets won't go through his and so I was tapping him right, like in the head, like put a full mag, and then I see him literally slide around the corner. He literally ran and slid around the corner and hit me up. Like, that is one active mass murderer. Like, that guy goes to the gym.
Yeah, he's killing someone.
Like, he does not skip leg day.
Glad we're not there anymore. Some poor...
Look, I had a round that lasted exactly 30 seconds. Nothing in that gun case. Do you want to know why it lasted exactly 30 seconds, Joe?
You ran into him?
Yes. I literally walked down one hallway. He 180 turned to me and just shot me in the head.
There's an egg? Is that lava land?
Have a look.
I'm examining it now. It's shampoo!
Yeah, grab it, sell it there. It's what, about 8 grand.
I have shampoo! No, I'm gonna use it, man. I gotta make my hair sexy for the women.
What woman? This is Tarkov.
I know the
This is
women are.
sausage fest
I know
here.
we keep the women in our bunkers.
I don't think you understand Tarkov, my dude.
Hey, no, I would, you know, I'm not gonna let a woman. If I was in a post-apocalyptic world with a woman. Oh, I got shot! Oh, I didn't make it. I didn't make it.